Welcome back to Homestead, Mississippi. Today we've got a lot on our agenda. We're going to build us a compost, and we're going to move the milk goats from where they are now to over here in the field. We're going to put them over here. We're going to move their house and everything, and I'll explain the reason for that once we get started on it. Also, let me do a quick commercial. Ultra Kill wasp spray. We've got to take them out. They're evil, they attack, they sting, they hurt. So we're gonna kill them. We're gonna kill them all! Let's get started. I got 2 guns. See these silly things right here? They think they're funny. They think, oh really? Oh really? You want some of me? Watch this, buddy. Die! Ah. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that one's dead. Oh, oh. You know what? Hey, Genesis. Your idea was to come kill them. Do you know that that's open to the inside of the barn right there?
What is it?
So they're inside the barn. Let's go inside and see what we got. So they are behind this somewhere. There they are. Look at there. Big old nest. Let me see this. Look at that nest. Woo-wee! Ooh, look at that nest. See them, folks? They're about to die. They're about to die. All right, Genesis, back off a little bit. I won't stay hidden from this. All right, done. They're gonna die. Die. They're gone. Done. 1 can. Didn't even open this one. Yeah. They've gotten Maya and they've gotten Genesis on the arm walking into here. Not in their house. They don't pay rent. Genesis, let's show where you got bit.
Oh, come on.
Let's see the little bite. There she is. Oh. All those poor waspies had to get killed because of that. Poor baby. Poor baby. Alright. Let's go take care of some goats. We're about to move the goat pen and the goat house for the milk goats right over there. Couple of things to do, finalize it, but otherwise it's pretty much done. So over here we've got their house in right here. You got their fence going. They got nice fresh grass to eat up here. And over here, we couldn't get the fence to act right, so I'm going to install this right here. Yeah, like these. There we go. And that should straighten her out and keep her good and electrified. Keep the horse, the cow, and the donkeys off of these goats, even the other goats. But the other goats won't try to touch this. They're scared of this blue stuff. So, alrighty. Let's go turn this fence on and see if it works. Alright ladies, test it for me.
I didn't get me. It didn't get me. It got me though.
You gotta hold it.
Okay. It's not getting me. It got me the first time. It didn't get me.
Oh Lord. So he got her the first time. It went straight through Genesis to her. But it's not that powerful yet, but it's gonna pick up as it goes. So we're good to go. They're fenced in, they've got water, they've got shelter, they've got minerals, and they've got plenty of grass. And they look very happy. All right, I'm trying again. Round 3, 4, I don't know. This is the second round. I'm doing 44 quail eggs. This is day 1. Humidity's a little high right now. It'll go down quick tomorrow. Keep humidity around 45 degrees to 50 degrees. So it'll go down, it'll be fine. Here we go. 18 days away. So it's hot. And this is the old donkey lean-to that, well, with the donkeys and the horse and the cow, they leaned into it and they broke it. We used old cut down trees, so they rotted. We didn't expect it to last forever, hoping it would have lasted a little longer, but it didn't, so oh well. So now time to repurpose some of this stuff. Some of it's going to be floor for the milk goats where we just moved them. We're going to put a floor down, that way if it rains, they're up off the ground. The rest of it, well, not all of it yet, we're going to take over to the corner of where the house was, and we're going to build the compost. We're going to use 3 pallets around, 1 on the ground, something on the bottom, and then we're going to use something to go across the front about halfway to make it to where we can build it up slowly. We've already got plenty of rabbit poo, goat poo, chicken poo, and we've already got some potatoes and other stuff that we can throw in there just to make a nice little mixture. But we're going to get this going, and I don't even know what you use compost for, but we're going to do it. Right? Just the thing to do, ain't it? Yeah. Maybe we'll get some worms and go fishing. I know what to use the compost for. All right, let's get to work. All right, we've moved the milk goats successfully. They've got all this hay out here. Nana and Papa will be able to watch them from their window. They've got all this room out here. They don't have the shade from the trees, but they can get underneath this little house of theirs and get some shade. And now they've got a platform to keep them off the ground if it does rain, and they're shielded from the north wind in the wintertime. They'll be fine out here, absolutely fine. Of course, by wintertime I'm planning on having more milk goats, so they'll probably end up in the larger home back here, and the other home somehow I'll probably end up putting the boys in this. Cowboy and Snowball are going to be my remaining 2 bucks out here. We're going to be a dairy farm, so we're going to have to make the transition, and this is part of it right here. So really this is going to end up being the buck pen, and it's going to be movable. They'll eat this down, and then we'll move them and this will be moved, and then they'll eat that down, then we'll move them back, and they'll go back and forth. Maybe even, well, shoot, we could probably do this 3 different moves to keep them all healthy. All right, so we're up here where we're going to do the compost. Right here in this corner, chicken house, goat pen, garden, and right here in this corner, I've got one obstacle I got to take care of, which when I should have done this a long time ago. When we first did this fence here for the goats, I had a fence that went back to this corner over here, and we had the electric fence hooked up to it there. The grounding rod was next to it on the ground over there. So when we built this fence, we ran right along lines of the building there and came straight here, made the chicken a run, and then the goat pen. In so doing, we had to move the electric fence to this post, and I didn't move the ground rod. Lazy at the time. Should have done it. It's been like this for a little over a year and a half, and it looks awful. We've got to fix it now anyway, because we're going to put that compost right here. But it's not going to take very long. The hardest part is going to move this ground rod. Got to take care of that now. Change of plans. This ground rod beat us. It's too deep, too hard to get out. This already goes decent, about like this. Watch this. So the goal right now is we're gonna get some water in it, wait overnight, come back, take care of it, get that grounding rod out, and move it over there. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and do a compost over against this fence right here instead of over here. Later on, we're gonna go ahead and do one over here. But for today, it's going right here. All right, that's it. That should be secure. Now we can dump some piles of poo and compost and all kinds of stuff in here. We got rabbit poo already. We've got, this was a huge pile of goat poo, and it's broken down. We're gonna go ahead and scoop up a lot of it and put it in there. We've got some over in the pen. We're gonna fill it up in there. We've got plenty of chicken. We're gonna add that in there. Just a huge group of it. And then all of our scraps that we don't eat, vegetables, stuff like that, that the goats won't eat, because like the leaves of zucchini.
Oh.
Yeah. So the zucchini leaves, we'll cut those off. The goats won't eat them. None of them will eat the zucchini leaves. So we'll throw that kind of stuff in there. Make it up good. All right, Jen, let's get started. Shovel in. Let's go. Not today. Another time. Whoo! This was a hot day. Overall, it was a successful day. We did get a compost built. We haven't gotten it full yet, but we've got plenty of work and plenty of stuff to fill it with. And we got those milk goats moved, and you know, just for the health, we need to rotate them. We can't leave them in one location. And we've known this, unfortunately, for a little while. And we've wanted to do something. We just haven't had the time and been able to move them. That was a pretty big move for us. And so we're thrilled to have them out there where they are. They're happy. They've got their house with them now. They've got hay and food, and we can move them. Once they get that all mowed down, we can move them. And they'll be fine. I've got my list. We're getting ready to get down to 11 goats. That means we're getting rid of quite a few out here. Unfortunately, we've lost a few to this parasite issue. Ruth passed, Belle and Jenny passed this afternoon. And actually, I don't think Jenny was from the parasites as much as she had those hoof issues. The Angora goats are just not built for this atmosphere. They're not made for the Mississippi weather. They're just not made for Mississippi. Unless you've got a place specifically for them where it's indoors or it's concrete or you've got rocks or something, the Angora goats are not for Mississippi. I found that out, unfortunately. And the rest of the goats, we're going to go down for my meat goats. We're going to keep Yael. Yael has been, in the last year and a half that we've owned these goats, she has been the best at fighting parasites. So we're going to keep her. I'm going to keep Cowboy. He's my boy. And we're going to keep Sarah. Those are the only 3 meat goats of the meat goat herd that we're going to keep. There's Harmony. Hey, girl. What you doing? She's a good goat. She's a little bossy, but she's a good goat overall. And last but not least, what I want to show you that we did today is I pulled up some plywood from the housing unit. We're going to use 10 pieces of this while it's still workable, and we're going to replace the flooring in our old barn. So we're going to put this flooring to good use. And eventually, I'm working hard and diligent, and I'm going to earn and make some more money, and we're going to build something at this site. It's not done. We've got good wood on here, and we're going to use it. We're going to use it eventually. So, hey, y'all be good. We appreciate you. Hope you share us. Hope you like us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Come back and see us next week. Y'all have a good week. Be blessed.